Hey guys, in this training, I'm going to show you how to get started using Tailwind Tribes to quickly and easily explode your website traffic. So let's get started. So Tailwind is a Pinterest scheduling tool, and they just recently released a new feature called Tribes. And Tribes is still in private testing mode, so you do require an invitation to be able to participate within a tribe. But you can easily find invitations. Jump over to Pinterest and just type in Join a Tailwind Tribe. It'll pull up all kinds of articles and invitations. So I even have an invitation right here for my tribe. It's called Social Media and Digital Marketing. And when you click on that, it's going to take you over to Tailwind. Now, if you do not already have a Tailwind account, this is the screen you're going to see. And you can easily get started. It is completely free to get going, and you can use Tribes for free. Now, if you want to use the Tailwind scheduling tool, which I highly recommend, it is the only social media scheduling tool that I actually pay for. And it just saves me hours of time. But you can schedule 100 pins for free, and if you like it, then it's like $15 a month to get going from there. So if you do have a Tailwind account though, you are going to see this screen when you join a tribe. And this is the tribe's dashboard. And let me walk you through all the different pieces to help you understand what they mean, because it can be a little confusing when you first jump in here. So right here, this is where you're going to see all of your tribes. So I am a member of 11 different tribes right now. And whenever you're ready to create your own tribe, you just do that right here, but we'll save that for another video. And then we do have a search bar. So if you have specific content you know that you want to pin, so if for me, I would type in marketing or social media, and it would pull up the pins specifically related to that. Let's try that. So you can see it's really easy. It pulls up the pins really quickly. Okay, so then over here, let's clear that out so we can see all the pins. So over here, this tells you all. This is all the pins that have been pinned to this tribe. New is the new pins since I have last logged on or checked out this tribe. Yours, these are my pins. So I have put 12 pins onto this tribe, and then shared, I have shared 13 pins from the tribe onto my Pinterest account. And then skipped, this is if there's certain pins that you don't want to see for some reason. So if you hover over, and I'm going to have to go over to these because I don't think it allows me to skip my own. Well, and now it's freezing up. So, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to also let you know again, this is still in private testing mode, and they warn you that there are some bugs. So one thing I have noticed is it can be pretty slow. And if you're impatient, that can be very frustrating sometimes. So let me show you, if there's certain content that you're like, I don't like this, I don't want to see this, you can click that skip button and it'll put it over here in your little skipped panel. And if for some reason you want to go back to those, you can click on there and see what you've skipped. But let me show you, let's go back to my pins. And I want to show you a few things within here. So I can see how many times and how many people have shared these pins that I have put within this tribe. It's really neat. Okay, and then up here, I can also see the popularity of a pin. So this one, it has been shared on Facebook 63 times, Pinterest 915 times, and Google Plus 2 times. It's really cool to see, you know, how your pins are performing and how they're getting shared. Now let's jump over here to this side left panel. This panel is pretty much tells you all about your tribe. So you can see here's the name of the tribe. It's Striving Bloggers. And it tells you about the tribe and any of the tribe rules. So most tribes have a rule that for every one pin that you share with the tribe, you need to pin someone else's content. So most of them have a one-to-one rule. And then right below that, you can see how the tribe overall is performing. So of all the pins that have been placed within this tribe, there have been 5.9 thousand reshares. So the tribe members have shared those pins 5.9 thousand times. And from those shares, then they have been repinned over 25,000 additional times, which is truly amazing. And then you can also see your own reach. So for me, within this tribe, of the 12 pins that I have put within this tribe, I have had 141 reshares. From those, I've received 124 repins, and all of that traffic combined has put me in front of over 633,000 people. I mean, truly amazing. That is one tribe, 12 pins, and just 3 weeks. I don't know how else to get that kind of traffic for free with very little time and effort. It's truly amazing. Now let's jump down to these tribe members. So they are in order of how much content each tribe member has posted. And let's say I want to talk to someone, or I just want to see that person's content because I know that I trust them and I love their content. I can click this and see only their content. I can click the chat and I can talk to this person if I have a certain question. Or if this person is misbehaving and they're pinning spam or nudity or who knows, you can also kick them out of the tribe. You can also communicate with members over here, and you can communicate with all the members of a tribe, an entire tribe. You can drill down to just certain people. So that's also a neat feature if you want to communicate with people. Okay, so this is, just kind of an overview of the tribe. Now let me show you how to pin within the tribe. So if you are currently a Tailwind account holder, then there's a couple different ways you can go about this. The easiest way is to go to your published pins that you have already published, and you can find your pins and just click Add to Tribes. And then you just select the tribes that you want to add to. The neat thing about this is once you start getting a lot of tribes and you're adding them along as you go. Well, it's nice because Tailwind will let you know. They'll say, hey, look, you've already pinned this to this tribe. Are you really sure you want to do it again? Now, let me hover over that again because you can see it says you've already added this to the tribe 2 times. Well, I know I haven't added it 2 times. What I have done, though, is I've added both of these pins, so they're slightly different, but they're both going to the same website domain. So if you designed 4 different pins and you share them periodically, but they're all going to the same web domain, that's why it will share that. So just be aware of that and know that. So that's one super easy way to schedule to your tribes. The other way is within your Pinterest page, and I highly recommend getting the Chrome extension. So they have a link right here that you can download, or you can run over to Google and you can just type in Tailwind extension and it'll pull this up. It's just the Tailwind publisher, and then add that to Chrome. Now I already have it, so it says added, but you're going to want to add that to Chrome, and it's going to look like this right here. Okay, so when you're in your Pinterest, the neat thing about this little Tailwind extension, anytime you hover over an image, it's going to show up right here. And look what happens when you click that. It'll pull up Tailwind's scheduling window. And I can go in here and I can choose the boards that I want to add that pin to. And then, here's my other favorite feature with Tailwind. If you do decide to get an account, you can create group board lists. And so I hit group boards and I just scheduled that pin to 13 group boards. That's freaking awesome. Okay. But so to add it to your tribe though, then you just scroll down and you click add to tribes. And then once again, you can click all the tribes you want to add it to, and it'll give you a warning too, like, hey, you've already added this. Okay, I don't want to add it there. And you click these, and I'm almost positive I've added this one to these tribes. So I'm not going to re-add it, but because like I said, there are still some bugs, there's still some kinks. So do be aware of that they haven't completely worked everything out yet within Tailwind. But it's just truly amazing the type of traffic that you can get with tribes and how easy it is. I mean, did you guys see how quickly I was able to schedule those pins? It took me seconds, and I have gotten such explosive traffic to my website through Tailwind Tribes. One other note that I want to point out. At this point, I have not figured out a way to time release these to your tribes. So yeah, that is not for, this is if I want to schedule it to my Pinterest page. So when you add to tribes, it adds right then and there. So you do need to be careful. Don't go in and add 50 pins to your tribe. You'll probably get yourself kicked out or people are going to be annoyed. I try to add no more than 3 pins at any given time. And I really try not to add more than, 3 in a day. I try to do 1 really a day. And then I change up the time of day that I do it. Usually I'm available first thing in the mornings, but I've tried to make it a point to jump on Tailwind really quick and schedule some in the afternoons and just see how they perform, get an idea of, are people more active in the afternoons? Are my pins getting better exposure on the tribe? So just play around with it. And I highly recommend you guys get started with Tailwind Tribes. You are going to be so amazed at the growth that you're going to experience. So, and I do have a tribe that you can join. So if you schedule content that is social media, business, marketing related, I would love to have you join my tribe. You can find that invitation on Pinterest, or you can head over to my website. It's angiegensler.com, and you can see I have an invitation in the corresponding blog post for this video. So have a great day, guys, and I hope you have amazing success using Tailwind Tribes.